Hey everybody, it's Eric.
This is Glenda.
We are D&D Miniature and Board Games, and if you've watched our channel for a while, you know I am a huge Risk fan. I will buy a Risk game because it's Risk. But finally we have
Game of Thrones Risk.
Game of Thrones Risk. Brand new, nice little $40 purchase I think I got. Still sealed. Smells like an old seal, but it's still sealed.
Still brand new because it's sealed.
So this Risk game comes with over 650 game pieces and has not one but two maps. Yes, two.
I wonder which is Eric's Australia here.
You guys want to see what's inside?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Alright, so Game of Thrones Risk. 7-player game. Takes forever to play. Has
I can
two
believe
maps.
that.
And it is based on, obviously, Game of Thrones.
The book or the show? Scaring me with this knife.
Well, it's like, you know, doing weird stuff. Doing weird things.
Ages 18 and up. That tells you no kids.
Really? Huh. 2 to 7 players, though.
It's a mature people only.
Alright, so on the back, you, for some reason I have two on the back. So not only did I get it cheap, but it had extra shit.
That you probably would throw away.
Hopefully it's not missing something else. Alright. Right on top is obviously the Game of Risk, Game of Thrones rulebook. Now, because there are differences in this, there will be differences in how you would play this compared to the regular Game of Risk. But there will also be similarities too. And there's probably a version that you play original Risk rules and a version that you play with the Game of Thrones rules. Then again, it just may be the Game of Thrones rules and y'all have to read a 16-page rule book. That might be difficult for some. I understand. And if it's anything like the, what was it, Captain America Civil War, no one can figure out those rules.
Oh yeah, that one.
But hey, we managed a playthrough of it, and I even did remember by request, I did a setup for it.
Yeah, I remember that.
People couldn't even figure out how to set the thing up.
That's kind of hard.
Alright, so we have the different cards for the different, the 7 different possible armies. Obviously, House Stark. I know the symbol.
Okay, so you have
It's
the
an Essos.
Baratheon, Lannister.
Well, this is the Baratheon.
Tyrell.
That's the Baratheon. That's the Lannister's the lion. And Targaryen is obviously the dragons. So,
but I don't
do
see
they have
it.
the pictures?
You have Martell, Tyrell, Lannister, Baratheon, and Stark. Oh, here you go. Continue. Targaryen and Giscari. Is that one? That one probably?
People at home are going, well, they're not huge Game of Thrones fans because they can't match the last 3 symbols.
Okay, which one do you have?
I have 3 symbols left.
Okay. The Giscari.
Okay.
And I would say this one is Did you have the Martell already?
So what's this one?
Lannister.
No, we already did the Lannister.
Or
So one of these is probably the Tyrell, and one of these is the Martell.
Okay,
Well, let's say that's Martell, and let's say that's Tyrell, and we'll be done
see,
with that.
Martell Tyrell is a green one.
Yeah, but we don't have a green one. So we can't go by that. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I just look at the back.
I was gonna say it should be labeled somehow. Sorry, but Eric didn't flip it and look at it.
Martell and Tyrell.
See? I'm right.
And 5 minutes into the unboxing, we figured out who they were. Okay.
I don't know about what the sweet. It's him.
All right, our first counter.
Alright, let's go to
We are double-sided. We have gold
the
here.
components.
And we have... the two different math boards. We have Westeros and Essos. So let's go ahead. We'll open up the Essos ones first. So we can take a look at that.
Whoa. Da, na, 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 na.
God, it's going to be like playing like the Pacific and Atlantic Axis and Allies game. All right, so you have Essos, and you have Westeros. It looks like this Risk game, they spared no expense. A little bit of Jurassic Park humor there. And you have 6 and 8-sided dice here.
Your card.
And a nice marbled color.
Yeah. Nice.
Kind of feels light though. But I'm just going to stick that up there for now.
God, I pronounced this so bad. Till I realized what that is.
What?
The... What is it? Gakari? I remember they pronounce it differently. But anyway, you know what I mean. Alright.
Well, these are all the island, all the different lands. You know, like when you're doing setup.
Mm-hmm.
Game ends when revealed. Huh.
Valamagalis.
And you can get different characters.
Character cards. See, did you already have the territory cards?
Mm-hmm. That's what
Okay.
I was showing.
So you have finished the character cards.
Well, it doesn't look like I've seen all the territory cards because there's some in here too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have 2 decks, Westeros and Essos.
Okay. Well, these are the character cards. And then we have the Essos territories.
This looks like a very long game.
What Risk game is it long?
Gosh.
Have you ever played a short Risk game?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so there's Meister cards. Yeah, hardship lead. Oh, interesting. Add a knight to the territory you control.
Hmm.
And I'm wondering if you purchase these.
Okay, well, they were purchased. They are purchased and used to grant tactical advantages to your house during deployment and battles. That is only for the Dominion mode. You have 3 modes: skirmish, Dominion, and World at
I
War.
was like, are we in Star Trek now? The Dominion?
Yes, so you have the skirmish, Dominion, and World at War.
Alright, well, let's see who we get for House Stark.
Of course.
Ned, Catelyn, Robb, and Jon Snow.
Aww.
Renly, Loras. Yeah, Renly for House Martell? Okay, but he is a Baratheon. And then we have objective cards. Okay. Control 5. So you get different objectives you have to hit in this game.
These create goals and strategies for earning victory points. Dominion mode only.
Well, when you have a Dominion mode, why would you play anything else?
Well, I guess for starters, there's the skirmish, make it simpler.
So the first set. Ah, there we go. So what is it? Is it 3 pieces for each army?
You said 3 pieces?
Is it 3 different pieces
Oh, for the armies.
for each color?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Right there. So yeah, 3 different pieces.
where have you seen that? Oh, yeah,
1,
yeah,
2,
yeah,
3.
right here.
Now,
Is
what
it
are the 3
3?
different pieces?
1, 2, 3.
So what's...
You have seat of power, armies, and 1 army. So the 1 army, the 3 armies, and the seat of power.
Well, Stark has a wolf's head here. You know, they want to make a seat of power. They could have made it look like Winterfell. Just saying.
It doesn't look like Winterfell?
No, don't look like Winterfell.
How would you make it look like Winterfell? The tree?
Okay,
The
so
beautiful tree of Winterfell?
I'm gonna go that with the dragon. It's the red is Targaryens. Yeah. And we have the lions for the dynasties. Now, hopefully, you guys are seeing 360-degree views of these. The reality is, though, is that I've probably only shown the seat of power once because they're all the same. The only difference is when you get into your armies. When you get into your armies, you will get like the Baratheons got the stag. And the Starks have the wolf, and the Targaryens have the dragon. The Martells have the flower.
Because they're the Martell.
And the last but not least would be Dorne, right? Oh no, who was
I was gonna say Dorne.
the Martells? Was not the Martell.
Lannister.
Tyrell is the one with the...
we already done with the Lannister, the Martell.
Yeah.
No, so pretty.
So there's the 7 armies. You've seen all the stuff, whether you want to play the Dominion game or just regular Risk. You know that we now have 2 maps for this instead of just one of Westeros and one of Essos. And they have 8 and 6-sided dice, and they're kind of a marblish color, but
For Dominion only.
they seem lighter than regular dice. Is it just me?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a lighter die.
So in other words, there's nothing to it. But hey, maybe it's gonna be a good roll.
They're weighted, so they're always 5s and 6s now.
Hey. Well, anyway, these are for Dominion only.
So hopefully we don't get too many thumbs down because we were just having a horrible time with remembering Game of Thrones. But to be honest with you, we haven't really watched it in a while.
I mean, it's just trying to match the picture to who they are.
And remembering everything with all the different shows we watch.
What is there to remember? Oh yeah, there's so much.
The houses.
This is so much. Have you seen the book? Is there a book? No, this is not a book.
Yes, there's books.
There's a book. See, now him saying so many different things, I was like all jumbled up. But yeah, have you seen the book? So come on, tell me. Books. If you remember everything, well, good for you.
And if you read the books, you know, I think it was the third one you had to struggle through because that was where they introduced Dorn and all the new characters.
That's when you skip.
Oh my
Like
god,
what
I think
Eric
I did. Well, they were 1,000-page books.
Skip, scan.
And he still hasn't finished them. Finish the books! Finish it! As always, support your local gaming. We support
Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia.
and Dan Wolf Games in Griffin, Georgia. Game on, everybody.
Game on.